Hi everyone! Thanks for clicking on this video. Do you want to improve your life? Do you want to learn practical skills for success? Today, we're going to talk about a monster. This monster lives inside many of us. It makes us feel stuck. It stops us from making decisions. Stay with me until the end. I will teach you a simple, powerful phrase. This phrase can help you control this monster. It will help you move forward in your life. The big problem. Let's start with a common problem. You have two voices in your head. One voice says, "Work harder. Be successful. Wake up early." The other voice says, "You need to rest. Slow down. Don't burn out." Which voice is right? This question can make you feel tired and confused. You feel like you are in a trap. You can't go forward and you can't go back. Imagine you have a friend. Your friend says, "I'm so tired. I can't do this anymore. I want to quit my job." You are a good friend. So you say, "I understand. You should take a break. You deserve to rest." But then your friend says, "Are you crazy? I can't rest. I need the money. I have bills to pay." So you try to help again. You say, "Okay, you're right. Keep going. You are strong. You can do it." What does your friend say now? "You don't understand how tired I am. You are not helping." Now you are both frustrated. This conversation goes in a circle. Nothing is solved. This is the monster at work. What is this monster? This feeling has a name. It is called ambivalence. Ambivalence means feeling two opposite things at the same time. It's a push and a pull inside your mind. For example, I want to be healthy, but I also want to eat this delicious cake. I love my family, but sometimes I need to be alone. I want to start a new business, but I am afraid to fail. These are all examples of ambivalence. It feels like a fight inside your own head. And this fight can paralyze you. It makes it hard to choose a path. You might think this feeling is a weakness, but it is not. In fact, it once was a very important tool for survival. A story from the past. Let's travel back in time. Imagine a hungry caveman. He is walking in the forest. He has not eaten for days. Suddenly, he sees a bright, colorful mushroom. One part of his brain says, "Eat it. You are hungry. It looks delicious." But another part of his brain says, "Wait. Be careful. Is it safe? It could be poison." This inner conflict, this ambivalence, was very useful. The caveman who just ate the mushroom without thinking probably did not survive. But the caveman who waited, who felt that inner conflict, was more careful. He had a better chance to live. Ambivalence made our ancestors pause. It made them think before they acted. This saved their lives. The monster in our modern world. Today, our world is different. We don't need to worry about poison mushrooms in the supermarket. We can use our phones to find information quickly. But we still have this ancient feeling of ambivalence. And now it often causes problems. It shows up in our daily decisions. Think about your job. When you work too much, you feel tired and stressed. So you decide to rest. But when you rest too much, you feel anxious about money or your career. You feel like you are falling behind. So you go back to working hard. It is a painful cycle. Think about your health. You want to be fit, so you start a diet. But dieting is hard. You miss your favorite foods, so you eat something bad. Then you feel guilty. This stress makes you want to eat more. It's another painful cycle. In every part of life, work, love, health, this monster of ambivalence can appear. It makes you feel like no choice is the right choice. This is why you feel stuck. Where does the monster get its power? So, why is this feeling so strong for some of us? The answer often comes from our past, from old wounds or scars in our memory. Maybe when you were a child, adults told you things like, "Rest is for lazy people," or "You can only rest after you finish all your work," or "Why are you crying? You have no reason to be sad." These messages teach us something dangerous. They teach us that rest is bad. They teach us that our feelings of tiredness or sadness are wrong. So when we grow up, we carry these old messages with us. When we feel tired and want to rest, a voice in our head shouts, "No, you are being lazy." This is the old wound speaking. This is what gives the monster its power. If you have trouble making a decision, ask yourself, what old memory or belief is making this hard for me? Recognize your own past. Understand your own wounds. This is the first step to taking away the monster's power. How to tame the monster. You cannot kill this monster. Ambivalence is a natural human feeling. The goal is not to destroy it. The goal is to understand it and control it. To find a balance. The answer is always in the middle. Not work hard, not rest completely. The answer is work and rest in a balanced way. So how do we find this balance? How do we tame the monster? Here are 2 simple steps. First, you must speak to your past wounds, to that old voice in your head that says you are lazy or weak. You are an adult now. You have the power. You can say to that voice, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I don't need you anymore." Or simply, "Please be quiet now." This is about taking back control of your own mind. And second, here is the powerful phrase I promised you. When an old, painful memory makes you feel stuck, when the monster of ambivalence is screaming in your head, say this to yourself very clearly. That was a long time ago. This phrase is like magic. Why? Because painful memories make us feel like the past is happening now. Our heart beats fast. We feel the same fear or sadness. When you say, "That was a long time ago," you teach your brain something important. You remind your brain that the past is the past. It is over. It is not happening now. The old danger is gone. Time is on your side now. Every time you feel that old fear, that old conflict, just repeat it. That was a long time ago. This creates distance. It calms the monster. It allows you to make a clear decision in the present moment. Conclusion. Feeling stuck is not a personal failure. It is a sign of a very human feeling, ambivalence. This feeling once helped us survive. Now we must learn how to manage it. By understanding your past wounds, by speaking to your inner fears, and by using that simple phrase, "That was a long time ago," you can begin to find your balance. You can learn when to push forward, and you can learn when to rest. You can build a life that is both successful and happy. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep going and keep growing.